Welcome to the Stitch Guide. This week you can learn how to make this lovely bead stitch. This is really nice too, as you can see, it kind of lends itself to stripe patterns, stripes using different types of stitches. I thought it would also look quite nice as a bag handle if you just did a couple of rows, but like a really long row. I thought that would look quite nice. But let's get started. So I'm using acrylic DK yarn with a 4mm hook. So the number of chains, we're going to start with a chain, and the number of chains you want to make. So think about how many bead stitches you want. So in this sample we've got 6 bead stitches across. So we double that, 12, and then add 2. So I'm going to make the same size sample. So we're going to start with 14 chains. But if you want to make your sample longer, go for it. You just want to make an even number of stitches, chains. 1, 2. So I've made my 14 chains, and I'm then going to chain 1. And we're now going to go across the chain, making a US single, UK double in each chain, starting from the second chain from the hook. So we'll have 14 stitches. Doesn't seem to want to go in there. There we go. So that's 1. And we're just going to go all the way along, making a US single, UK double in each chain space, and I'll see you at the end of the row. So I'm just at the end of the row now, and I have 14 US doubles, UK trebles. So to start row 2, this is the first row of our repeat. We're going to chain 3. And turn your work. That chain 3 counts as the first stitch, so we're not going to go in there. We're going to go into the second stitch and make a US double, UK treble. Yeah, and we're now going to make a puff stitch around that US double, UK treble that we've just made. 3 loops. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to go around that stitch we just made and then pull up. Yeah. Yarn over, we're going to go in a second time, pull through, pull up. And then going to go in third time, yarn over, go in, pull through. And you should now have 7 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 6 of those loops, which can be a bit tricky when it's hot. So you now have 2 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. We're then going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to make a US double, UK treble in the next one. So that's how your work should look after that first stitch. So we're now going to make our second bead stitch around the second US double, UK treble we've made. So same thing, we're going to yarn over, go into that space, pull the yarn through, pull up slightly, yarn over, go in, pull through a second time, yarn over, go in, pull through a third time. 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 6 loops, so that you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops, and there's 2 bead stitches. So we're now going to skip 1 stitch and then make a US double, UK treble. Yeah, and we're going to repeat. So we're going to make another bead stitch around that US double, UK treble we've just made. So yarn over, go in, pull through once, yarn over, go in, pull through twice, yarn over, go in, pull through a third time. And again, 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 6 of them. There we go. And then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Skip 1, make a US double, UK treble in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat. So we've made 3 bead stitches. We now make the 4th one. Yarn over, go around your US double, UK treble. Yarn over, go in around the stitch again, twice. Yarn over, go in, pull through 3rd time. Yarn over, pull through 6 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Skip 1 stitch and then make your US double, UK treble. And we repeat. So let's make that 5th bead stitch now. So yarn over, go in, pull through once. Yarn over, go in, pull through twice. Yarn over, go in, pull through 3 times. Yarn over, pull through 6 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you'll notice it is like a puff stitch. So if you're finding it tricky, you might want to just practice normal puff stitches first. Yeah. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make the last stitch in this row if you're making the same sample as me. So we skip a stitch and then make our US double, UK treble. And then we'll make the bead stitch around that US double, UK treble. So yarn over, go in, pull through once. Yarn over, go in, pull through twice. Yarn over, go in, pull through 3 times. 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 6 loops. A little bit tangled, and then yarn over. I've messed that stitch up, I'm going to redo it. Don't be afraid to frog your work. Yeah, so let's try again. Yarn over, go in, pull through once. Yarn over, go in, pull through twice. Yarn over, go in, pull through 3 times. Pull through. So you want those loops to be relatively loose, and you want the working yarn to be quite loose as you pull it through. There we go. And then yarn over, pull through those last 2 loops. So when you get to the end, you should have 2 stitches. We skip 1. We're going to go into the last stitch with a US double, UK treble. And that's the end of row 2, but the first row of our repeat. Yeah. So second row of the repeat, row 3, but the second row of the repeat, we chain 1. That doesn't count as our first stitch. Turn the work, and we're going to go across, making a stitch. See, I've made a mistake there. You can see there's a bit of a loop. So I didn't pull through all of them correctly. I would actually go back and correct that if I was making this for something. But because it's just for the tutorial, I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to make 14 stitches along, yeah, US singles, UK doubles. So go into that first stitch, like I say, that chain 1 doesn't count. And then go into the top of each bead stitch and each US double, UK treble. So you should have 14 stitches. Whoops. When you get to the end. So this is the wrong side of the work we're working on at the moment, and then the beads, when we work on the right side, that will be the right side of your work. Yeah, it's just a 2-row repeat. All the way along. you get to the end, the last stitch will be one of those US doubles, UK trebles, and then we're going to go into the third chain of that 3 chain, yeah, and make our 14th. Stitch. There we go, and then we chain 3, so we go back to that first row of the repeat, chain 3, turn the work, and remember that chain 3 counts as a stitch. So we make our first US double, UK treble in the next stitch, and this is slightly different to how you'll see it written, but I find that this way keeps the lines straighter, otherwise they tend to sort of wiggle about, and I don't like it. I don't think it looks very neat. So yeah, to carry on, you're just going to repeat row 2, going around to make the bead stitch, yeah. And let me know in the comments if you try this stitch, if you like it. I really like it. I think it looks great. There's the sample again. It's just got a really nice look to it. It would look great in a shawl, wouldn't it? So yeah, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you in the next video.